Morning, folks. Fresh face, sorry if it looks a wee bit dark. Sorry if it looks a wee bit dark. It's alright. Looks professional. Right, give us a wee second. Eyes look black. I would, wait, hold on. Hold on a wee second. Jenks is coming up. Jenks is coming up. This the light on the back wall. That's the. Right. Listen. Here's what I'm going to do. Right. Apologies for this. There. What's that? That's too dark. That's too fucking dark, man. That's too dark. Wait a minute. Wait a wee second. That's... Right. Give us a second. So if I do... That's too dark. That's too dark. What did I just say there? Give us a second. That's too dark. Configured video. Put it there. That's better. That's it. That's it there. That's it there. That's it. That's it, folks. Let's see. Right. Oh, fuck it. Right. Right. Hold on. Let's see. Right, hold on. Right. Okay. Morning. Morning, everybody. Alright, Talk Guy, yeah, I have the album Sad News. I've not really heard much. All I know about Talk is It's My Life. Talk. All you want to do is talk. And It's My Life. It's my life. Life's what you make it. But since him dying, I've been hearing things about how he's able to create all these soundscapes and all this sort of carry on. So I'm going to give him a listen. This morning. Cherry Lad asks, is Life is Strange 2 still happening? I don't think so. I think I'm going to stick with... I think it'd be a waste of time. Fessy Bear, thank you very much for the resub. Too Big to Fail, thank you very much. I'm going to stick with Contradiction. Smokane says Jenks is leagues ahead. A Life is Strange 2. Yeah. Cherry Lad says, after all that with the PS4, you got to cut your losses, mate. You got to cut your losses. Cut your losses. Do you know one last pump of the dog? I heard there's something happens about the dog, but thank you, Han Lacey. Thank you very much for the sub. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to change that to headset. Change that to headset. That'll be it. Scotty Malotti, thank you very much. Thank you very much, mate. Glad you like the book. Thank you very much, Scotty. Thank you. What I'm doing right now, is it lagging? What I'm doing right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm counting down the fucking minutes to when I'm playing Counter-Strike. I'll be honest with you. I'm counting down the minutes. Would you be prepared to do a subs only poll about the black background? Absolutely no way. Feed. Absolutely no way. This isn't a democracy. This is a dictatorship. You get an average. Absolutely no way. This isn't. If you get an average. If you ask everybody's opinion, you'll get an average opinion, everybody, and you end up with an average opinion. You end up with an average opinion. I'm just counting down the minutes to when I can shout my fucking head off. Right, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I do apologise for this. Wait a minute. I do apologise for this. Please. Don't. Hold on. Give us a second. There I'm. Right. Give us a second. There I'm. Right. Looks fine. That looks fine to me. I'm just I'm counting down the minutes here to when I'm going to play Contradiction, Spot the Liar. Chancer Dancer, glad you liked the stuff in the book. Did I say Counter-Strike? Did I say Counter-Strike? No, Contradiction. That spunk patch in the wall is gone, not, isn't it? I can still see it. It's right there. Sorry, Contradiction. I just want to celebrate. I just want to celebrate 40,000 viewers, everybody. I just want to celebrate 40,000 viewers. Yes. Rumple5 Skinner, thank you very much. Thank you very much, mate. Hold on a wee second. Right, a minute. Right. 40,000 followers. 40,000 followers. Who wants me to just move on to Contradiction? You know, my book tour starts soon. I've got to get rid of this fucking cold. What happened to the Overwatch cosplay? Selecting ambient walks, that would require me to get to 4,000 subscribers, and I'm nowhere near it, mate. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it, my man. Nowhere near it. Right. Right, I'm just, you know what, Troops? I'm just going to get into it, right? Now, let me just check. Do I have any interviews today? Let me just check my busy schedule. Any interviews today? Now, there was a possibility of an interview yesterday. It didn't happen.
Thank you.
The real Badao. Thank you very much for the resub. Thank you very much. Right. Let's see. I got on. So it starts on Friday. Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Then. Right, Trips. Battered Bison, thank you very much for the donation. I can't see that, mate. Sorry, I cannot see that. Oh, aye. Just look like me. Yeah. Miss Frizzle and 69, thank you very much for the sub. Quick burst of motivation. I hope really get yourself up and running today. Get yourself started today. Get yourself motivated today. Right, Contradiction. There we go. Ladies and gents, welcome to Contradiction. Contradiction, spot the liar. If I'm looking down like that, I need to... Is that there? I don't know why, but... Hold on, I'll move the camera down just a wee touch. Just a wee touch like that. That's better. Right. Right, let me see. From here. That's fine. Right, that light there. There we go, that's much better. Much better. Mystery game. Right, troops, here we go. Here we go, troops. Okay, let's refresh your old memory. Limmy, Andrew Fern says, Limmy, can you pull some funny faces as a compromise to us cunts who would have preferred a wee chat beforehand? How's about that? There you go. Thank you, glad you liked it. Right, let's get into this. There are things you haven't asked Simon, Emma, Rebecca and Ryan about yet. Right. Okay. Right. Simon, Emma, Rebecca and Ryan. Right, Rebecca. Let's go in. Let's chat with Rebecca.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Jenks hasn't asked. Oh, aye. So, where we left off was that guy, James, the guy who just sits about doing nothing, started talking about the Third Eye. The truth about Third Eye: do not join this dangerous cult. Third Eye are grooming and controlling students' minds to make money from wealthy and corrupt businessmen. They pretend to be able to improve your life, but in fact they will only rob your identity and use barbaric methods like ECT to wipe your memories and destroy your personality. They are based in Edenton Village Hall. Do not join. Those who attempt to expose them will be killed. Like Liam Rogers. I know you can't see it. I'm showing you my face so I can speak to you. Look. So remember that yesterday that guy said that this cult sort of thing in this wee village, it's all about hold on. It's all about making slaves. He says, do you know how much slaves sell for? Millions each. So like some guy would sell for millions as some sort of slave. And what my point was yesterday before I went offline was, are you no better off just paying them fucking minimum wage? Like who is worth 2 million? What person is worth 2 million? 3 million? What would they be doing? What guy, I mean, at least. Can you imagine like a whole sort of sex, some sort of underground sex slavery sort of thing? I can picture all that. But some fucking guy called Liam, who anywhere in the world would be wanting to... I know Liam got killed for... Thank you very much, Real Slim Craigie. The real Ims Craigie. Thank you very much, mate. Men can be sex slaves too. I know, Dan 13, but I'm just guessing here. But I'm guessing it's more rare. Maybe that bumps the price up, I don't know. But anyway, here we go.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all?
Is he looking at me? Is he looking at us?
all.
I missed that cause he is. I missed that cause he is. Thinks James Wilson is a fantasist. James casts spells in the woods. Heard James grows cannabis. No truth to the flyer. Okie dokie.
Thank you. Probably
Thank
be
you.
back later.
Be back later. Okay. Where's the subtitles? Hold on. Subtitles are on. Let's see. Simon, Emma and Ryan.
Thank you.
Ganti, thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Thanks for the 5-month resub. Thank you very much.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay, here we go.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this?
One Roger
Third
Waters.
Eye, I think they were called.
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
This game has killed off their career. Killed off their career. Killed off the career. Absolutely killed off the career. Hold on a wee second. Right. Eating a Unicorn, thank you very much for the resub. Benny Harvey, RIP, miss you big man. Thank you. I heard Benny RIP is in 2 different locations in Grand Theft Auto 5. Knows James made the flyer, doesn't know. Think I'll visit old
That's all for the moment.
Emma.
Thank you. Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
Okay, don't know how I'm going to get anything for this.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Don't know how I'm getting any. The twist will be it's James that's behind it all. Ryan. Right, let's have a wee chat with Ryan. Ryan is this cunt.
Thank you.
MIP 1999, thank you very much for the resub. Sorry. I apologise. Get fucking trousers on him, man. Try the lounge door.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Okay. He's got a drink in his hand. He's standing at
What do you
the...
know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognise any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
Not one. You don't recognise. So you've never seen... So this symbol here, this circle, triangle, square and a circle, you don't recognise that at all? No. So you've never seen a circle before, no? Triangle? You've never seen a circle. I didn't say that. Well, you've never seen a triangle before, sir. Okay, no more questions. You asked symbol, not shape. No more questions. Doesn't remember seeing the flyer. Doesn't recognise any of the symbols. Right. Oh, liar, you think so?
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay. You should call the chief for an update. Better get in touch. Better get in touch with the old chief there. stay to his shoe. He can barely even open the fucking... He can barely even open that phone box. Here we go.
Tell me something interesting, Jenks.
Got some more news for you, sir. James Wilson has been telling me all about a cult called Third Eye. Used to be based in the village. According to James, they are brainwashing people using ECT machines and drugs, then selling them to politicians for profit.
Politicians now.
What? I don't believe this.
James says Liam was killed because he was threatening to expose them. He made a flyer, which he claims led them to closing down. I suppose it's difficult to know how much to believe.
I don't think it's that difficult, Jenks. I wouldn't believe any of it. This guy sounds like he smoked one too many of those salvia bongs to me.
I suppose that is entirely possible. Some of what he said did remind me of Atlas, though, I have to say.
Well, have you asked him about this, Ryan Ran?
He says he's never seen the flyer.
Well, make sure he isn't telling you porkies, Jenks. Get yourself a stiff drink as well.
Yes, Chief.
You're gonna need it, sounds of it. Right.
That's not quite how the transcript didn't quite follow exactly what was said there in the order it was said. So let's see. There must be a contradiction somewhere. Alright. Thank you for your help. Right, time for a contradiction. There's a contradiction in here, troops. Grey shoes, man. There's a contradiction in here somewhere.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Doesn't remember seeing the flyer. Doesn't recognise any of the symbols. What's this here? Right. I had heard about Liam's suicide. Had met Liam in the pub. Liam seemed happy. Phrase about getting rid of self-doubt. Ryan invented the phrase. Freedom. Free to be free. Phrase invented while based in the village hall. Ryan has a background in psychology. Remember, Steve, thank you very much. Steve-o. Jenks, I know what the updog part is, thank you. Thank you very much. Hand symbol. Right, right. Remember, seeing this game, what the game makers think is a contradiction might very well no be a contradiction. Like, remember, the last thing was the last contradiction, it wasn't a contradiction, was I went to James and I said to James, James said he doesn't make illegal drugs for anybody else, legal or illegal, but the contradiction was he makes herbal tea. Herbal, that's not like a drug, but I put that as a contradiction. It's maybe this is some sort of a Wicker Man type of thing. Right, let's see. So see this Ryan phrase invented while based at the village hall. That could be a contradiction with this third eye thing. Oh no, wait a minute. Right, let's see the symbols. Doesn't remember seeing the flyer. Doesn't recognise any of the symbols. I heard about Liam's suicide. Met Liam in a pub. Liam seemed happy. Free. I don't see anything that says free to be free. Phrase about getting Ryan invented the phrase. Right, nothing there. Nothing there. Doesn't like drugs or alcohol. Packet of dry leaves. Anybody spot? Is the horn this on the flyer? Did you know about this the hand symbol? But that's got nothing. What about the eyes? The eyes and Atlas there. No. No.
Thank you.
Table 199, thank you very much for the resub. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anybody fucking know? Anybody know? Right. Right, look. There's a contradiction here somewhere. Right. Doesn't remember seeing the fly. I'm going to start at the bottom. No, let's start at the top. Kate Vine's death. Kate. Nothing there, nothing new there, nothing. Forget it. Go to the bottom. Third eye flyer. Doesn't remember seeing the flyer. Can I get a closer look at the symbols? Doesn't recognise any of the symbols. Liam's death. Had heard about Liam's suicide, had met Liam in the pub. Liam seemed happy. Phrase about getting rid of guilt and self-doubt, the freedom phrase. Ryan invented the phrase. Phrase invented while based at the village hall. Ryan has a background in psychology. Hand symbol, thinks the fingers is a devil sign, doesn't know how it could be used. No interest in drugs. Dried leaves. Chopped tea bags, doesn't know anything about plants. Is any of the symbols on the Atlas poster says Ask Jelly? Right, look. There's Atlas. There is an eye looking thing there, an eye looking thing there.
Tell me about this.
Ah, it's that's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks.
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Naughty. No. 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 Circle, triangle, square, circle. All that stuff. No. He used to study black magic and doesn't recognise the symbols. Did he study black magic? Oh. Right. Doesn't recognise any of the symbols. But how? But I've no said that that's anything to do with. Wait a minute. If I did that, and then the hand thing. Symbol is on cardboard mask. Oh! Symbol. He knows that the symbol there represents the triple goddess. Doesn't recognise any of the symbols. Liar!
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much.
I better open it. Shut up, wouldn't I?
Explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
I had to open that. That is definitely that is definitely went all the way down the fucking street there, man. SSE Trails, thank you very much for the resub. Thank you very much. That has definitely went all the way. That's probably went all the way out of the fucking shops, man. Jesus Christ. Right. Doesn't remember seeing the flyer. Doesn't recognise any of the symbols. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, what did they say? Oh, fuck. I missed what you said. What? What did they say? Oh, right. Alright, when I came back, there it is. Doesn't remember seeing the flyer, doesn't recognize. Right. Right, so here's two new things. Only knows what he heard about Third Eye. Never came into contact with Third Eye. Never came in.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before. You don't know anything about Third Eye.
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it.
No, sorry.
But that's gonna show me the only knows what he heard about Third Eye, never came into contact with Third Eye. We'll do that again. But I don't...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh, time to call the old chief again. Chief, help me out here. Chief, help me out, mate. Chief. Right.
Tell me what you know, Jenks.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment.
Daft
to be honest,
Jenks.
sir.
Anything else happened?
Not really. Did I mention the student in the woods? A rather obnoxious student
Thank
carving
you.
a devil sign into a tree. Turned out Atlas used the symbol. Simon Thompson explained it. It's to do with a phrase they use on the course, the 3 freedoms. Ryan said he came up with it.
The 3 what?
The 3 freedoms. It's about getting rid of your past, or something.
Sounds as daft as that stuff James Wilson was going on about. Have you found out any more?
He's in it.
No,
He's in
not
it.
really.
Well, do a bit of research. Find out what you can about this cult. Who ran it, where they were based. Find out what Ryan Rand knows about it particularly.
Okay, Chief, I'll call later.
Righto.
Mr. Cadbury Esquire, thank you very much for resub for the 5th month. Thank you very much. It's time to go there and speak to him again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Right. only knows what he heard about Third Eye. Never came into contact with Third Eye. Had met Liam in the pub. No. Freedom. Get rid of guilt and self-doubt. Ryan invented the phrase Village Hall. Didn't come into contact with Third Eye.
Aha.
Liar!
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the Village Hall, is that right?
Was it?
Ah, that's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the Village Hall.
Must have been in the Village Hall at the exact same time.
Oh, I did.
Must have been.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you.
That isn't a contradiction.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. It was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. Thought that was an end to it. But then James, his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down, buy a new place, rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
This is
We
bollocks.
knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines,
He'd have known that.
brainwashing.
He'd have known that.
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes.
Aye. Definitely.
Excuse me, Inspector.
Definitely.
Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
Yes, man. We're on to 8. Kickflip 7, thank you very much for the 7.
To be perfectly honest,
Hope you like your book, mate.
businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here.
Put a fucking lav mic under the shirt.
He's through here.
Or put it under the jacket. Brainwash Jenks, I hope so.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks, I am investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac. You do now.
Father.
Would
You must
he
forgive my
say that?
son, Inspector.
Would he say that?
He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point.
Bit of kind of commoner.
So what do you want to know?
Commoner, partner.
Well, a few more questions if
For a
you
guy
don't
like
mind.
that.
But I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
You're a disappointment.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help. I have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No, that's
need...
as is.
Oh.
But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, far away.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Well, certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this.
Slipping the old.
I wonder what they got up to in their previous
like he was-
guise as Third Eye.
Looked like they was slipping the old clothes
8
off.
o'clock already.
Looked like he was slipping into something a wee bit more comfortable there, eh? Looked like he was slipping into something a wee bit more comfortable there, didn't he? Now, here we go. Here we go.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you?
Goebbels.
James, our local minister for propaganda. I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
Huh. These things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Third Eye.
Yes,
God, aye. Come on now.
Son had started to atrophy. I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And Third Eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years.
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
Right. A lot to follow. Oh, come on. I've got to ask. I've got to speak to this cunt about everything. What? Oh, it isn't worth asking Paul about the screwdriver. I want to ask him about the screwdriver. I want to ask him about the screwdriver. Alright. Here we go.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. At the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last...
This guy's eye knows he is big into fast food.
Out of the course.
Big Macs, chippies.
About 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was...
Gotta give me something to go on here. Only met Kate a few times. Last saw them meeting. I'm not going to remember all that, man. I'm just going to cheat.
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving licence.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
What's that? I want to ask you about this unlocked
Do you know
bike.
anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
What's that?
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Oh, would you know? Right.
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or a killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
I didn't have one with me, unfortunately.
Well, don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
Fucking got him there, man. Got him there. Fucking got him there, man. Fucking got him there, man. Got him there, man. Half in a fucking technicality. Got him there. Jenks wasn't he raging about that? Because Jenks hasn't got the intelligence to know that he's just been fucking taking the piss at her.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I've no idea.
Bird in cage is a symbol used in the course. Bought a freedom necklace for a student. Insists he didn't buy it for Kate. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Was that not part of that? I mean, that's that. I mean, if I did that, No. Right. What's the try? Right. Okay, it's argument. Here we go.
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
No, it's fine. The symbol options and the bird. The one above. They're done in. Bird in cage is a symbol used in the course, right? Looks familiar, right? But what are you on about? It's not a contradiction. Is that what you're talking about? That's not a contradiction. Thought the necklace looked familiar. I don't think he was saying right, oh, it doesn't matter. Right. Here we go.
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognise it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
Monarch mask. It looks like a monarch mask. Monarch mask. Ryan uses a shop. Monarch mask. Monarch mask.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Doubling down, thank you very much for resub for the second month. Just making our way through this, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No.
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
Not at all. Strange question.
These older cunts. These older cunts, right? Bad. Bad bastards, these older cunts. There's something about older folk, there's something really, really bad about them. Because they've seen so much, they've done so much, that They're going to be into some right evil fucking things just to get by, just to make it worthwhile getting up in the morning. I mean, you look at me, for example, 44. Who's to say I've not got about 20 bodies lying somewhere, do you know what I mean? Knows the mirror's used for scrying, never used a scry mirror, no interest in scrying. Atlas doesn't use them now. Packet of dry leaves. Alright, Mama.
Know what this is, by
Know what this is, Mama?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior.
Oh.
Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control, like Ryan. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
Oh, he's a bad one. Oh, he's a bad one. Bad one. A bad one.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly.
Shall we say?
We don't allow drugs or alcohol on our course. We like to tell the students that success is the best drug. Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
Okay. Okay, let's keep it moving.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause. Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
Your teeth!
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison?
It's usually a fine.
All right.
Ah!
Defiling public liberty. Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second. The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it? I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
Yeah. Fingers, symbols, students' idea, Atlas encourage, right, reluctantly, yeah. Christ, hurry up, man.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs. All that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted. Would you mind closing the door?
What?
So, you believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
I went on for a bit that. Right. Right.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards?
Yes, I was.
You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk?
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression, is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
Liam was pretty confident now. Past the problems. It was at Atlas the night Liam died. Didn't see Liam after the course. Liam had been drinking all night at the seminar. And then finally... Oh, right. Right, so... Right, that's a lot of talking.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
That's a lot of talking.
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Oh, kinky. 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 Alright, that's a wee back bit. Right. Better question Paul thoroughly. You should also call... right. Question him thoroughly. Alright. Is it back here? Where's it? Oh look, random. Random.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Right. Okay. Necklace. Pub window. That. It's a cardboard mask. That. Right, so I've not missed anything, so it must be some sort of contradiction somewhere. I don't know where it is.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Gonna speak to the old, my old friends. The chief. Speak to the old chief. He said the business started. Getting tired.
Go on, Jenks. Surprise me.
Chief, lots of new information for you.
Oh, hang on. Let me sit down. Go on.
You know that cult I was telling you about? Well, it turns out it was Atlas all along. They were the same thing.
You don't say.
And the student... How did you know that?
It was pretty obvious, Jenks.
Right. Well, the student who died last year, Liam, was a student there. They had to change their name after he died and were forced into an out-of-court settlement with the family.
Dodgy bunch.
But James didn't know that. James didn't mention.
Finally. He's worse than Ryan, doesn't give a straight answer to anything.
What did he say about Liam?
Not much, other than that he was drinking throughout the course.
So we've got 2 heavy drinkers and 2 suicides in 2 years. They must be proud. Push him some more. See what you can get out of him.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Chief.
Bye. Right, I'm going to have one more wee go at this, and then I'm going to I'm going to take a wee bit of a break because I want to go on with my... I need to prepare for my fucking tour. I need to prepare for my tour, actually. I actually need to prepare for my tour. Actually, I need to prepare for my tour.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Right. Right. Third Eye was Paul's idea. Third Eye very similar to Atlas. Liam's death was unavoidable. Liam had personal problems. Was it Atlas the night Liam died? Didn't see Liam after the course. What? No, that's... any contradictions you see? Phrase designed to summarise the right course objective to free students for past students the courage to free themselves from guilt. No place for guilt in business. Hand symbol. Fingers. Student's idea. Ideas over morality. Reluctantly abides by the law. Hadn't heard of salvia. Has no interest in taking drugs. Atlas doesn't allow drugs or alcohol. Doesn't recognise the leaves. Gardner would know his thing. Rebecca would know about the leaves. Knows the mirror's used for scrying. Never used a scry mirror. No interest in scrying. Atlas doesn't use scrying on the course. The drinking must be the drinking. No alcohol. Right. You think it's the boozing. Alright. Drinking all night at the seminar.
Aha.
Liar!
So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Why do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway.
Alright. I'm going to have a look in some toilets.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Have a wee look in some toilets. Right. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
So the kitchen must be down the corridor there, if what Paul said is true.
Maybe lying about where the kitchen is. Oh, look at this. DVD video. Oh. The state of this, man. The state of this. Get a fucking light, for fuck's sake, man.
Interesting. Well, there's a TV right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this.
Yeah, because it's switched on. It says DVD. Look. Oh. What's this? Alright. Alright. Let's walk over to the, look at that, DVD video. A game. Brilliant game. Alright. Good video. Oh, we video somebody's wallet getting stolen.
Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it?
Let's try one of these. Hi, go on. On you go. Let's try this. I didn't see an audience.
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues. Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues. These are sins. Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society. I'm going to show you that common morality is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite hell-bent on preventing you from reaching your full potential by making you feel guilty for pursuing success. But the good news is that you can take back control. You can become the success you deserve to be. Atlas will give you a unique and powerful advantage. Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours. All that you have to do is to stay, embrace it, enjoy it, and learn to love your ambition. Welcome to Atlas.
Ow! Right. Try a DVD from the pile. Or is it the same thing? Same thing. Same thing. Right. Yeah, right. Yeah. Leave the kitchen. Good shoes. What else is going on at Atlas at the moment? There are also things you haven't asked Simon. Oh, here. It might be a seminar right now.
Let yourself go.
Yes. Look.
Feel your soul lifting. Then wait for the moment to break free.
Got a fake fire. Health and safety, look.
Excellent, Hannah.
Well.
Could you come back later, please?
Well.
Yeah.
Fake fire, look.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by.
Aha.
Okay.
Fake fire, look. Flames are coming out from nowhere, look. At the side. Flames are coming out from nowhere. Right. Suspicious. Right. Very good. Oh. Oh, okay. You hearing my man? You in here? You in the kitchen, my man? Okay, dokie. Right. Oh! Might be useful. A remote control for some sort of lock that was found outside Atlas. I know exactly what that's for. I know exactly what that's for. I know exactly what that's for. Bang. I don't think this is legal. This isn't any evidence gathered.
So, those are Ryan's
It's
guitars.
not admissible.
Kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them.
Quite right. Quite right. Well said. Ryan's guitars. What's with the guitars, mate? What's with the guitars, mate? What's with the guitars, mama? Bang to rice. Go on, bang to rice.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
What's with Ryan's guitars then, Just happened to break in without a search warrant. I noticed some guitars lying about,
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never gonna happen.
Okay, it's just got a bit of a problem there, son. Now, I can't tell you how I know this, but he happens to have quite a lot of guitars for somebody who doesn't play guitar. So in that evidence, you're under arrest for the murder of Kate and the murder of Liam. You're under arrest. Your Honour, I present to you the evidence that they were behind both murders. I broke in to their garage. You what? I broke in with a warrant. No, Your Honour, please let me. You didn't have a warrant. Let me finish, Your Honour. And I found about 5 guitars. Yet, according to the da, he can't play the guitar. No more questions, Your Honour. You didn't ask any questions. No more questions.
As judge, it is my duty to decide the fate of these 2 men who stand accused before you on the counts of murder. Ryan and Paul, My sentence you to life! Life behind bars, visible now! Take them away!
So that's it. That's the end of the game, troops.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
That's the end. Oh, congratulations. Brilliant. Save game and exit. Save game and exit. There we go. Very good. Got them all banged up for life. Done. Well, troops, I'm going to go and get on with preparing for my book tour. I'm very, very glad that I managed to complete the game. Very good. Finally, we got the garage door open. Finally, we got the evidence that we needed to crack the case. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Bye for now.